Welcome boys, Week 5 of fantasy fucking football. It's flying through fast. We've had some crazy weeks, especially last week. So yeah, I'm just going to jump right into it. So last week, big week. Just looking at this, Kenny and I combined for 265 points, and I lost by 5. I couldn't believe it. 6 of my 9 players had 15 points or above. Kenny only had 3, and I still took the L. Hurts, man. Just kind of a couple highlighted games. Tato blew the fuck out of Mike Zero. I know Mike Zero thought about doing a video this week, but I decided I'd do it. Just get it done with, get it going. Casey, our first win by half a point. He dodged the tie, which I think is the worst thing ever in fantasy football, is a tie. So, yeah, Casey got a win by half a point. I watched the game. I watched Tyler Boyd catch that catch, and I was like, oh shit, that could do it. And it fucking did it. Yeah, other than that, just like standard stuff. Looking at the standings, we have a tie for first place, Kenny and Ian, 4-0. Nigerian Nightmares, 3-1. And then it's 3 teams, 2-2, all tied for 4th. And then we got 3 teams, 1-3, and OG Tato at the bottom. So going ahead, looking forward to this week, I'm gonna blow the fucking wheels off of OG Tato. Like, I lost by 5 points last week and still put up 130. It's gonna be bad. Let me just tell you guys, I don't have a kicker or defense in my lineup right now, you know, with like waivers and whatnot. I kind of drop some guys, put them on my bench, and I'm still projected to beat OG Tato by 2. And he has a full team in, so yeah. It's going to be a big one. It's going to be a big bounce back week. My team's pissed, I'm pissed. Mike Zero, he is projected to beat Ian right now, but I don't know if Ian has set his lineup or Mike Zero has. I think Ian gets another dub, goes to 5-0, which is pretty crazy, but I hope Mike Zero gets the upset. I hope he does it. It'd be cool to see after he got blown the fuck out by Tato, but I think Ian gets it done. The fucking Lizard King Casey and Ladong James, a 2-2 matchup, huge matchup. One of them's gonna drop us in the standings, one of them's going up, and I think Tato. Here, I'm gonna go into the actual matchup. Tato's team doesn't fool me. I still think they're shit. I really do. He picked up Phillip Rivers. I think that's who I had. He started him, which was a good start last week. Yeah, Casey's struggling. Joe Mixon's not getting any carries. I think Casey wins this week. Phillip Rivers has a tough matchup against Denver. Yeah, I think Casey gets the dub in that one, goes to 3-2, and Tato to 2-3. That team doesn't fool me after that 150 whatever he got last week. Going over to the Nigerian Nightmares versus Kareem Punovich, aka Rich, and my father. Richie's projected to lose by 10, actually 11. I think Richie pulls this one out for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know if it's the underdog factor or maybe it's because I'm 1-3. But I really do think Richie pulls this one out. I mean, decent matchups for Rich all across the board. I think he does it. And then we'll go over to Kenny versus Mike Hine. Mike Hine is projected to already lose by, what, 17, if I'm doing my math correctly. Kenny has a win probability of 61%. So looking at it, I think Kenny edges this one out. Mike Hine's running backs are shit. I mean, Todd Gurley he has Todd Gurley, but Todd Gurley's not Todd Gurley of last year. Thielen is underperforming with Kirk Cousins at the helm. DeAndre Hopkins hasn't been performing. Mike Hine, you might want to look for a trade. Maybe get some fresh bodies in that lineup. And Kenny's team has been going off. Fuck Chris Godwin. He won't have a game like that in the rest of his career. So yeah, that was a really quick rundown. I'll go through my picks one by one. I'm going to blow the shit out of OG Tato. Sorry, OG Tato. Your quarterback, you shouldn't have taken Baker first. You probably should drop Baker if you haven't already. I don't think you have. Probably. But a terrible first pick. I mean, we all thought it. Yeah, so I'm going to destroy him. I think Ian wins. That's probably would be the closest upset of the week. I think it was Mike Zero. I think he has a possibility of beating Ian because Mark Ingram's been on fire lately. But I think Ian wins. I think Casey wins, even though the Tato's projected to win by a few points. I think Casey can do it and go to 3-2. And then I think Rich edges it out over my dad. I think I said that earlier. I think he does that. I think he can get the dub and go to 2-3, and then Mike Heim is going to get absolutely fucking demolished. So yeah, trades. It's trade season. I think the trade deadline is like week 10 or something, but this is where teams are making them, like they make it or they break it right here. This is because if you go to 5 wins, 6 wins, your season, I mean your chances of the playoffs are so slim. It's kind of like starting 0-4 and thinking you're gonna make the playoffs in the real NFL. So yeah, it's been a fun year so far. If anybody else wants to do a video, thanks for Rich Tato for doing one. Mike Zero, if you want to do one next week, or High Energy Kenny, or even Mike Hine, that'd be great. But other than that, I don't have much else. Let's get to it. Week 5, boys. Let's go. Deuces.